The views and opinions expressed by Pete Moxley and Poophead of the Week do not represent the views of the staff and management of YouTube, Google, Facebook, Revolution Wrestling, or any other corporate or affiliated entities. Poophead of the Week is brought to you on location by the new spin-off series, Kids Say the Darndest Things, because they have undiagnosed Tourette's. Coming soon to a TV near you, parental discretion advised. On Sunday, Fox will air the 574th episode of The Simpsons, and the final episode of its 26th season. There is no denying from anyone, not even this particular pessimistic chap, about the success of this show and its influence and permanent stamp on the American culture. But it's time to kill this mofo. And quite literally, this time, someone means it. Of course, it won't happen. Fox renewed the show to run through 2017, the 30th anniversary of the Fox network, and the 30th anniversary of when a certain British comedian grew immediate disdain over having a 1-minute grainy piece of a dysfunctional yellow-skinned family be aired on her sketch comedy program. And she even tried to sue Matt Groening over its eventual success as its own series. And we see where Tracy Ullman is celebrated within the entire historical canon of Fox television. 31 Emmys, 31 Annies, and a Peabody Award, among other dubious distinctions, have paved The Simpsons in gold since 1989. But it's time for it to be murdered. Don Hertzfeld's meta-commentary / heroin trip disguised as a couch gag back in September was analyzed as a surreal depiction of what The Simpsons would look like thousands of centuries down the line. The main core of characters, nothing but disfigured, compassionate, and catchphrase-dropping hairballs, robotically going through the notions in a plain world where the only surviving music is apparently Chopin. Well, that's not bad that classical piano music would survive and thrive in the year 30,000. But if you're to tell me that the decline in animation is imminent, or at least could leave us feeling like our anuses are bleeding, someone's going to have to start me from the beginning of Fairy Tale, work me through the Marvel cartoons and comic books, and the first 10 editions of the Garfield Treasury. Or you could just send Lorena Bobbitt to physically chop my dick off, because I can't even watch a Hertzfeld piece without thinking I'm going to get sucked into the screen, even while I'm clean. Hertzfeld's couch gag provoked a long-standing thought about what the fate of the show would be if one of the principal voice actors had died or decided not to do the show. By early to mid-season 27, we may just find out. Murder! Harry Shearer, who's voiced the likes of Flanders, Lovejoy, Otto, Skinner, and even God, announced via Twitter that he was leaving the show, stating it was more about creative freedom than money, of which Shearer used a similar excuse 30 years ago when he left the quote-unquote living hell that was Saturday Night Live. Some are saying this is just a ploy on Shearer's part to gain leverage in contract negotiations. Al Jean, The Simpsons showrunner who once wrote for Johnny Carson and is no idiot himself, say that if Shearer did not return, that they would not kill off his vast collection of characters, and instead find new actors to fill the roles. Like removable parts, right? You would think after a quarter century that the principal voice actors would have some sort of intellectual property clause in their contracts, giving them ownership of their characters. But they don't. And as long as The Simpsons is still reaching billion-dollar status for the Fox network, they wouldn't care if Marley Matlin or Cousin Jerry from Facts of Life voiced Kent Brockman. Hertzfeld's surrealist world of The Simpsons could be coming sooner than we think, if it hasn't already. And if they're going to replace the man who spent 2 stints at SNL being the irreplaceable voice of Ronald Reagan, all I gotta say is, no! Al Jean, painful as it is, but this is what you get for not celebrating the end of your 22nd season of The Critic. Poophead of the Week.